Hello, my wonderful people. On a day, I greet you all and I bring you beautiful tidings. Welcome to Patience Live. My name is Patience, and this is Patience Vlogs. I am streaming from the US. I'm trying to get the best picture for this live stream. President Tinubu in St. Lucia, where he went and gave scholarship to the citizens of St. Lucia. Please, as you're joining me, please, excuse me, please share and subscribe. As you're joining, don't forget to join and subscribe. My name is Patient. I streaming from um, the US. Our president Tinubu in Nigeria gave scholarship to a lot of people in St. Lucia, and this has sparked another new debate in Nigeria, and it just Nigeria among Nigerians all over the world. And I'm also sure that this also sparked debate among the people of St. Lucia, or Lucia. How you pronounce Lucia? I call St. Lucia. I used to have a co-worker that we work together, very nice lady. Please share as you're joining. Give me a thumbs up. Please, I beg you. Just give me a thumbs up and give me a thumbs up, please, and share as you're joining me. Like I said, this is a very good discussions for every Nigeria to be talking about this time. The art of giving is a good thing. When you give, it's good. The art of giving is a good thing, and it is good, always good to give. Please share and subscribe. I won't sound like I'm repeating myself. Please share, my people of the world. Share for me. Our dearest President Tinubu don't give scholarship. He has given scholarship to our people, in our brothers and sisters, because according to what they said that the population of St. Lucia is just like a Etinosa local government in Lagos. You know, the Etinosa local government in Lagos, they said that the people of St. Lucia, they are not even up to Lagos state government. Please join my live. Join my YouTube live. Join. My name is Patience, and this is Patience Vlogs. Join my YouTube live, please, and subscribe. If you have not started following me, please follow me and subscribe. I want to know what you think, your opinion about this scholarship in that Tinubu just gave to one of the countries in the Caribbean. It is not a bad idea. It's a good thing to, to want to extend your hand of giving to another country. Please join my my live. Join. I can't even say my join all my people, so that it won't sound like I'm repeating myself again. Now, please join now. Join. Patience Vlogs. You see, this thing that has been on for quite some time now. Some people are angry. Some people are not, according to what we're saying, or some people call it a betrayal of our president, because we have students in Nigeria that actually are not in school. We have children in Nigeria country that are not in school, and you are going to another country to want to go and prove to them that you are good, or what? The Labour Party, Peter Obi had come out to criticize President Tinubu very bad for the decision that he took to offer scholarship to students in St. Lucia why many Nigerians remain out of school, particularly in the capital city of Abuja. Hey. Particularly the capital city of Abuja. We all saw how, please join me, join and share to your other to your groups, because this, when we come up like this, it's not that we don't have work. We have work. Like particularly me, I get job. But when we see things like this, we bring it so that we all will talk about it. Because when we are talking about these things and we are sharing it, one way or the other, you tag them and they know that the things they are doing is bad. Then they will fix their country. It is a good thing to offer scholarship. I'm not against President Tinubu offering scholarship, because you find out that we have, like in the US here, you see that they also give scholarships to Nigerian international students. So it's not a bad thing. But when US is doing that, they are still taking care of their own. So it is good to take care of your own before you want to take care. It's like your roof is leaking. Your roof is obviously leaking, but you want to go and take care of another person's roof. That is what our president is doing right now. President Tinubu's roof is leaking, but he's going to take care of another man's roof. You know, so, and we have so much strike in Nigeria. So much strike. Even the BBC everywhere is talking about it. Say President Tinubu is in St. Lucia in Caribbean. Is going to stay there for 10 days. He's staying there for 10 days and is offering scholarships. You know, they said that some people, let me read what the Vanguard said. The Vanguard said, in response to what is described, this is Abuja Vanguard, they say, Presidency defends Tinubu's St. Lucia trip, said it's strategic, not vacation. Abuja responds to what is described as misguided, mischievous, and uninformed commentary by some Nigerians. The presidency has clarified the purpose and significance of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu ongoing historical state visit to St. Lucia, according to the statement issued by Mr. Bayo, Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy. The visit is deeply rooted in cultural, historical, and diplomatic imperatives that seek to reconnect Nigeria with its diaspora and expand South-South cooperation. The visit is particularly meaningful to St. Lucia, a Caribbean island nation with strong ancestral ties. That's why I'm going to stop reading, then we'll talk about this. With strong ancestral ties to Africa, especially Nigeria. In the mid-19th century, migrants from present-day Nigeria settled in St. Lucia, contributing cultural and religious practice that still strive today. Citizens of St. Lucia are excited that Tinubu has chosen to visit the island. They long to strengthen their bond with Africans, with which they shared ancestral link, the statement said, and so on. So what this is all about is St. Lucia. There's an organization that they call the OECS, you know, that a Nigerian president want to strengthen the connection with, which is not a bad thing. I am not saying it's bad at all. Honestly, I don't see it as bad. But my problem with this issue that President Tinubu is supporting other people's children, it's like you put your child for house, and you want to call in you train another person to school. You know, you want to train other people's children, then you are telling your children to stay at home, because that's what President Tinubu just did. A lot of people are just saying now that in Nigeria back in the days they used to give scholarship. I know where I am. You know, in my videos I always say use my WhatsApp number to call in, and I'll put you on speaker, yeah, just to give your opinion too, or what you think about this President Tinubu's scholarship. Anybody that wants to call in can call in and give your opinion, So I'm live. You can call through my WhatsApp. I'll just put it on speaker. I'll put you on speaker so they can hear. But it's like a lot of people are worried and concerned that how can you do that? You are a father, you have children, then you are telling your children to sit down at home. You have children. You don't want to feed your children. You are feeding other people's children, and you are asking your children to go hungry. That is what President Tinubu just did. Because in this whole thing, you find out that Nigeria is always on strike. And who are these people that are always going on strike? Is teachers. If it's not teachers today, it is ASU, that is Association of University Professor. How you call them again? I can't remember. It's ASU. The university professors, teachers are not being paid. Sometimes they stay home for almost a year. You find out that a student that goes to the university, they're supposed to spend just 4 years in the university, they are spending 6-7 years in the university just because of strike. Because our government, they are not doing the right thing. I'll send a voice note, I'll play it. So you can see that the government are not doing the right thing, and the people are not saying anything. They said, when I was listening to Rufai and the rest of them on Arise News, there was something that they were saying over there with that one where VDM almost died the other time where opening yash for market. He said during his time that Nigeria, when they were in university, when he was at the University of Calabar, that there was something that they call federal government aid, that scholarship aid that you have to apply for. He named a couple of them at the time. He said one he applied, didn't qualify, but the other one he qualified. And he said, and also they were giving it to Nigerians, and at the same time they were giving it to outside, like other African nations that came to study in Nigeria. The Africans actually paid, the African government, Nigeria government, actually paid to study in the Nigeria. And he also, we all knew that Nelson Mandela studied in Nigeria. He was given asylum in Nigeria. He studied in Nigeria. He was paid living in Nigeria. He lived freely in Nigeria. That is why when you see our fellow South Africans are misbehaving, we just laugh, because we know that what they are doing is wrong. We know that what they are doing is wrong, but they just don't want to accept. They keep to themselves, because you find out a lot of the leaders in South Africa today, they have scholarship to come and study in Nigeria. The school they went to was in Nigeria, and they were paid stipends. They were given free housing, free money, free everything, to buy books, to buy clothes, to everything, to stay in Nigeria. Somebody had said that the only thing they paid them, what was his name again on Arise TV, he said when they were in the university at the time, University of Calabar, that the only thing that paid him the most was because they were carrying Nigerian guests. So this Nigerian men, and God will deliver them now. But I want to carry other people's guests. Now, I want me to carry on our guests. Yeah, so please share as you're joining, and like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I said I was going to talk about this because it is something that we need to talk about. It is very important that we talk about this. We cannot continue to keep quiet, because it's things like this, when we keep quiet, the government will think that they are doing the right thing for us. They will think that, okay, the people are not complaining, that means what we are doing is right. But when we come out like this to criticize what they are doing wrong and applaud what they are doing right, because there's this tax reform that President Tinubu is doing. Like I said in my past long videos that I've made in the past, I did say that I like some of his policies. I might not like all of them, but I like some of his policies. So we'll talk about that tax in a little bit. So yeah, they said this what is it called now? these South African people, you know, they came and went to school, and not just South Africa, other African countries, even mentioned up to Switzerland. Up to Switzerland, Germans came to Nigeria, schooled for free, and they were paid stipends because there was something that the Nigerian government, a scholarship for international students at the time, during his time when he went to school. So now we found out that we are having teachers, elementary teachers. How much is elementary teacher salary? It's 70,000 naira. President Tinubu and Wike. We also have VDN was demonstrated. They all came out and demonstrated, you know, peaceful demonstration that they carried out in the office of Wike, the minister of Abuja, whatever it's called, whatever his position is. You know, so we all saw that happened, but you cannot take care of your own. You are going to pay, I don't know, you want to go and show off to another person, say, okay, we can afford this. Elementary teachers, you haven't paid them in 3 months, 90 days. The students are sitting at home, and these people you are promising to come to Nigeria for school, you will be paying them. So if the people of Nigeria tomorrow, the citizens of Nigeria, they go on the streets to demonstrate, then people will be saying, oh, why did they go out and demonstrate? Why did they go out and you know, why then go demonstrate? That is not. Please share this live. Share this live to your group. Share to your group, please, my people. Share to your group. You know, and they will be saying, oh, Nigerians, they are on the street demonstrating because they are not being paid. The teachers are not being paid. The teachers are not being paid. Please share to your group. Share this live to your group, my people. Please share and subscribe. You know, because the teachers are not being paid. That is what happens when you do not pay your teachers. People will carry placards and they come to the street. So with all this not paying your teachers and the students are home for 90 days, so Nigerians are upset, and we have every right to be upset with our president, to be upset with whoever, Minister of Education, Wike, and anybody that is responsible for not paying the teachers, for keeping our kids home for 90 days plus, and the children are still home. And President Tinubu is in the Caribbean, St. Lucia, promising them, telling them to come for free, for scholarship, full scholarship. When they say full scholarship, that means that the only thing you need to bring is yourself. Oh. If you like, don't bring clothes. If you like, don't even bring anything. Women that like to carry makeup and hair, don't, because the government is responsible to give you all that. That is what a full scholarship is. And if it entails that where the university is further away from where your accommodation is, they will buy you a car. They will empower you with money to buy you a car. Everything you need will be given to you, because it is called a full scholarship. The reason why I'm talking like this, because I've had the privilege to have friends, not one, not two, not 10, not 20, a lot of them. Because where I live in a place that have a lot of universities in America, in Maryland, and that's why I always say I live in the village. You know, people will come and say, oh, this is not village, but it's village in America. They call it village, it's country, right? So when you come over there, we have universities, a lot of universities, like three universities, plenty, right? University of Maryland is there as well. So you find out a lot of Nigeria. There was one time that they called them I can't even remember the name. Some group of people that came from Delta State. They were there. A lot of them did their master's, PhD. I think the last one just got a PhD this past graduation period. That's why sometimes you see me post a lot of graduations, because a lot of Nigerians were in that school, and some are still in there that came with scholarship. That one was Delta State, that was in Federal. So I saw what the state government of Delta State did for those people, because they were on full scholarship from Nigeria. And the government of America, they benefited because all the money was going into the school and it was going into their economy. So now it's not that these people are sending their people to come and school in Nigeria on their scholarship. No, they are bringing their people to come to Nigeria for free, to come and stay in our country for free, which is fine. I don't have a problem with it. It's okay. The only we have problem with is fix your own. Fix your. That's why I love Trump. I know sometimes people will say, I love Trump. I'm not gonna lie, why they say American first. Which person not gonna say in Peking first? That's why it says American first. You know, the man says American first. It doesn't mean say make you still benefit anything that you want to benefit from America. But he wants to take care of his own first. And there is nothing wrong in that. There's nothing wrong with it. So President Tinubu, please, listen to the people. Maybe you shouldn't even be listening to news. You should be listening to bloggers, small bloggers like us, listening to blogs and hear the needs of the people, what the people want, what they need, and how they want their country to be run or to be governed. The people, they fit come country. Nigeria is almost 300 million, because they said they should do census right now. I think the last time census was done, it was 220 or 230 million people. If they say let's do Nigeria census today, 2025, I bet you our Nigeria population will be close to 300 million, if not over 300 million. If not over 300 million. With more young people. Nigeria have the most young people in the world, apart from China and India. It's been done. The statistics has been done. So for Tinubu, please listen to small blog. Listen to the young people. Listen to them, because they need you as being a father, to everyone. You are not a father to St. Lucia because of the common ancestral connection that we have, because they said during the 1900s, during the period of slavery, that a lot of Nigerians were taken, they actually formed the Caribbean. 1/3 of the population in the Caribbean and from Nigerian. According to British, they have all the records. Now they start this slave thing. Now they start them. Now they still end them. They start them, they end them. So they have all the records. It's right there in their museum. So even in the US here, they have all the records. They know where each person comes from. Apart from this ancestral thing that the people are doing now, trying to know where they are from. The records are there. It's just that sometimes people don't want to go find, because they don't want to. They just want to block that memory, that pain. Some people see it as pain. They want to just block it so that it doesn't, they don't want to think about it. It's like something I not bring up will not hurt me. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. So yeah, President Tinubu should try as much as possible to always consider your people, your citizens first. Your citizens. Now they are campaigning, or they want to start campaigning for 2027. It's not St. Lucia that will come and vote, or even for the fact that even without the vote, because there are some places that they will say they registered, may I just give for example, they registered 200,000 people, then they will be coming with votes of 500,000. Where the other 300,000 come from? When you don't have a list, you don't have a record of 500,000 voters registration. What you have is 200,000, but now you are coming up with 500,000 voters that voted for you. You know, so it's not a very good thing for you not to take care of your citizens, not to pay your teachers, not to pay the university lecturer. ASU is always on strike, not paying them, but you are now going to bring people from other countries, because even as much as we have connection, we have the same ancestral connection as the same ancestors, you know, because as a matter of fact, the whole world have one common ancestor. What common ancestor? That's the whole world. If you do your biology, your history. Even when I was doing my anatomy, my professor told me, you know, there's a DNA that is found in a woman, and the woman is in Congo, and that's where every human being, whether black, white, red, green, purple, whatever color you choose to be, we have that DNA, and that DNA is from Congo. It's more on the people of Congo. So that is why they know that everybody on this planet Earth, we all come from that woman, whatever color you are, you know. So now for President Tinubu to be doing this, you should consider your people first. Consider the people of Nigeria first. Consider those people that are not able to pay their children's school fees. Yes, consider them. Consider those people that their children are sitting at home because they were not able to pay their school fees. Consider the public schools that are shut down, that are not accessible, that the children are home because their school is flooded. Consider those riverine areas where you have schools, but the children cannot walk to the schools because there are no bridges in that river or stream or whatever to enable the children to cross to go to school. Consider those people. Because we cannot continue to show to the world that, hey, we are odogus, we have nairas, we have dollars, we can spray, we can party, we are happy people. Nigerians are happy people. They do party, they do this. Why your people suffer? Nigerians are suffering. Even some Nigerians in the diaspora are suffering. It is a fact. It is a fact. But our president is going to the Caribbean, to St. Lucia, to give scholarship. It's okay, like me, I believe in it. I'm not against it. But fix your own. Fix your own. Because as a nation, you can't be in an isolation. You have to. They said this kind of thing threatens trade. It threatens a lot of exchange that they do have like exchange program for students. You know, and Nigeria used to do that. If Abati is the one, Dr. Abati was the one that was saying it. Dr. Abati was the one that was saying it on Arise TV. We had some exchange students, because they had exchange program at the time, from Nigeria and Switzerland and other countries in the world. They all went to University of Calabar. So why would Nigeria not still continue with that kind of a program, with that kinds of programs? Because the reason why you feel that those programs are not being continued is because somebody is somewhere taking the money that is meant for those programs. Somebody is somewhere taking those monies that are meant for those programs. Because this my friends that came from Delta State that I talk about, this just happened like less than 10 years ago. And the Delta State government was responsible for all of them. Some of them became professors even in the universities they went to. You know, some of them became professors. And una go dey let una children Stay home, no go school. Even your own children did not. You see, the one that even pains me in this whole thing is that this minister of education, minister for whatever, wicked son, allegedly. It's not even allegedly because it's in the news. We all saw it in the news where they are saying that he allocated 2.3 billion worth of landed properties to his son. You know, Wike did that. I bet you Wike's children did not go to school in Nigeria. That is why he's refusing to pay teachers. Because if his children had gone to school in Nigeria, trust me, or they were in school, or his grandchildren are in Nigeria schools, in Abuja school, he will pay those teachers so that they will continue to go to school. And we make sure that those facilities are clean and well kept, and the teachers are properly trained to teach his children. Those are the benefits you are coming to the abroad to get for your children. Because the government of these countries, whether Germany, Europe, America, China, wherever you go into, you are sending your child, the government of those countries ensure that these things are properly in place for their children. That is why you are able to send your children. They are not making it, they are not putting those things in place for you to send your child to come and school in their country. No. They're not doing that. They're ensuring that those things are in place for their own citizens, for their own children. My people, this thing of President Tinubu giving scholarship is good and bad. That's disadvantages and advantages. The advantages is that one of the great advantages is that it's going to the other part of the world will see Nigerians as not just takers. You know, they will see us as not just people that go to other countries and seek for scholarship and go to school free. Trust me, we have a lot of Nigerians here that they went to school in America for free. I'm not talking of Nigerian American citizens, so I'm talking about Nigerian citizens that don't even have driver's license, that don't have green card, that don't have work permit, they don't have nothing. International students that came from Nigeria, they came all the way from Nigeria for scholarship to school here. Maybe Dr. Kemi Oluloyo was telling us, Dr. Kemi Oluloyo's father had money now. At the time Dr. Kemi Oluloyo went to school in America, her father had money. Father was a governor. If his father would have been able to pay her tuition, but she said she went to school for free in America. She was trained here as a pharmacist. You know how much before to go from the beginning to the end of being a pharmacist, you'll be paying almost close to 200,000. If you don't find a way, one way or the other, to know how to get your prerequisites, you know, the one Nigeria will call electives. You don't know how to get your prerequisites and go to maybe community college, get them because it's cheaper. It's not what I mean cheaper, it's not cheap. Because if you are paying for one class, which is about 4 credits, you're paying maybe like $1,000 or $2,000. So but if you go to community college to take that same 4 credits, you might get it for $600 or $700 or lesser. I don't know how much it is now. When we went, we were paying 4 credit for $400 in community college before we now transferred to the uni here. So you find out that that's how a lot of people get their credits. You get your credits, then you now transfer it to the uni. So Tinubu should please, President Tinubu, please, in as much as, you know, so people say the economy is bad. Economy bad, you still won't give money. Nigerians say, when you go to the comment section, this is what the commenter said, that it entered my head. He said President Tinubu, they go show off to St. Lucia. If they go bring those people come here, then they will now come and stay in our houses for free. So for people homeless, they can't in. You will make sure the dorm they go nice. You make sure they go to one of the best universities. They are not probably some say, oh, is it the public universities you want to send them to that they don't pay what do they call them? That you don't pay the professors? Is it the public universities you are sending them to? Another one say, when they come, that they are here, that they will date their guests. Nigerian men, now God will deliver on now. Hey, okay, now God will deliver now. See somebody, the one that even I'm like, is that the problem now? You want to be terrifying their girls? That is your problem. Some say they will marry their women. That President Tinubu should bring them. You know, sometimes there are things that when we are something good. There's something, when we say something, some people will just try to create fun. I don't want to use that word bad. You know, something that is not too pleasant, that people are complaining about, that is not too pleasant. Then you still find some people that will find joy in making you laugh. Because there's so many things that people were saying on the comment section, and they were funny, really funny. They were just trying to brighten the situation of how President Tinubu is again bringing more and more when he's not taking care of the one that we have at home. They say charity begins at home. Tinubu, please try as much as possible to pay the teachers. They should be on salary. Their salary should be consistent. You know, I make an invest for all these senators, all these senate people, all these senators or whatever they call them. I make an invest for them. Because you cannot continue to collect unnecessary allowances. Please like and share for me. Like and share. Give me a thumbs up. I beg you in the name of God. Give me a thumbs up as you are listening to me. You know, you cannot continue to not pay your teachers and keep the children at home and expect that those leaders of tomorrow, those children that are supposed to be leaders of tomorrow, important. That is why we have what we have today in Nigeria. We are seeing a lot of our youths being on colors and so many other bad stuff that, you know, that during my time as a young person, it might be there, but it wasn't this much. This is just like too much, and people are proud of it. People are just proud of it. So Tinubu should do something about it. This is why a lot of people are angry, except that, you know, sometimes these people, please share, please like and share as you're joining me. Like and share. You find out that these people sometimes they might be doing this on purpose. They might be doing it on purpose because they want to keep generation down, so that they will continue to rule. They will continue to be presidents. They will continue to be the leaders. They don't want to retire. They don't want, just like the what Kenyans and Cameroonians and other. If one president will be in the office for 40 years, 50 years, they will still be on wheelchair. That you're supposed to be in your house, enjoy your grandchildren. You still be president of a nation. That you can only find in Africa. That you can only find in the third world. So I think this is my thinking now. This is one of the things that I believe that I say is the disadvantage, is that our leaders, they are doing that purposefully. They don't want the youth to grow. They don't want the youth to learn. They don't want the youth to be enlightened. They don't want the youth to know how, because at their age, at these people's age at the time, they were in school. These are our children that are home 90 days now. When Tinubu was at that age, he was in school. When the Minister for Education of Nigeria was at that age, he was in school. And things were much way better at the time. And the schools then were giving free books, free pen, free pencils, everything free. Teachers were being paid. The time that our leaders, Tinubu and the rest of them, went to school. But now they got it on a platter of gold, on a platter of diamond, silver, name it. But their time now, they don't want to. They don't want to. They want to put those children. They want to. They don't want to make those our pikin them make they go school so that make they know what it say differentiate between good and bad. Say okay, this man, oh, you don't pass 67, you don't pass 70, you are supposed to retire. There should be a retirement time in Nigeria, retirement age for all of them, up to the president. That's the reason why Nigerians are upset. That's why Nigerians are angry. Not because of the scholarship. It is okay to offer help. Nigeria can do that because they have been doing that since in the 70s. As soon as they got the independence, they were capable. Nigeria is still capable. It's just that these people that are in power, because they feel that if they empower you, either through education or through business or anything, you will challenge them where they are doing bad. They don't want anybody to challenge them. That is why they are keeping the Nigeria child home. That is why they are not paying teachers, because they know that if they don't pay teachers, teachers will go on strike, the schools will be locked, and nobody will open the doors, and the children will be forced to stay home. That is the reason why Nigerians are angry. They are angry at President Tinubu for not paying teachers. You haven't paid teachers, but you are going to tell them that you give them scholarship. When during your time you went to school on a scholarship. Tinubu went to school on a scholarship. If you read it more, the woman that trained Tinubu, that sent Tinubu to school, according to some of the news we have out there, that adopted Tinubu, that's scholarship. He went to school on scholarship. And the school that he even went to was in the abroad. He went to university in the abroad. So why would Tinubu not pay teachers to go to school? To go to school and train young children, elementary children. Now we are not even talking of university professors. We are talking of university children. We're talking of university children. Elementary children. So LUCIA, except the Nigerian government that are bringing you people are planning on sending you all to private universities in Nigeria. If any of my followers, if you are my follower and you are from St. Lucia, just know that if you are coming to go to a public university in Nigeria, if you are going to study a course that will probably take you 4 years, just know that you might be in that school for 8 years. Good years, because President Tinubu for education, commissioner for education, wherever the state your school is going to be, they will refuse to pay the teachers or the professors, the lecturers, and those ones will be forced to go on strike. Because when you pay somebody, they are working for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5, 6 months, no salary, no salary. You expect them to continue. Why the Senate, the senators, everybody in the Senate and House of Rep, they are collecting allowances, they are collecting salaries up to their mates. They give the Nigerian people pay their maid. They pay these senators allowances for their maid, different from the salaries. So the cars they drive, the cars that was paid for them by the Nigeria people, Nigeria taxpayers, they still give them money for those for car. They give you allowance for services. They give you allowance for it's not, they don't publish those things now because they now see that Nigerians are getting wiser. They used to publish those things. You will see allowance for car maintenance, allowance for car. No, I'm telling you, allowance for car maintenance, allowance for car, allowance for car services, allowance for driver, allowance for maid, for house help. It's not that those allowances are going to the driver or to the house help. No. And those allowances comes in millions of naira, and they will not pay teachers. Those senators have not one day say, oh, I have not received my salary, I have not been paid. There is nothing like that with those our Nigerian senators. But it's okay. They will keep Nigeria. Who does that in this world? Nigeria. Even Rwanda. Oh, that's why you see now that the only thing that function in that country are private schools. That is why you can come to one street, you will see 20 private schools in that, just like you see churches in the streets. The next, because people want their children to go to school. At the Ministry of Education, they still collect money from these private schools. They're using the same school curriculum. President Tinubu is not fixing our public schools. Alaji sir. According to Baba and what be that again? Brother ma, sister sir, being a brother sir, sister ma. Alaji sir, President sir. Fix Nigeria education system. Reform Nigeria education system by paying the salaries. That is the number one reform that we need in the education system. You cannot tell me now that the Minister for Education is not collecting or has been collecting his salary. All his salaries, his benefits, his allowances. You cannot tell me that the Minister for Education hasn't been collecting that in all the in Nigeria, to the commissioner, the whatever they have plus the local government that has to do anything with education. But people will collect the money and refuse to pay the teachers. God go judge all of you now. God will judge all of you. Because this is so saddening. That's why you see Nigerians are struggling to send their children to the abroad so that they will go and study in the abroad, because they know that there's no way that the children will come to school in the abroad and the school is on strike. For what now? For what now? The only time you will see schools are closed or shut down is either a public holiday like July 4th. The schools that will not be open July 4th. Like what is it called? Independence Day, or maybe snow for those states that really get the snow bad, inclement weather. When you have really bad snow, that is the only time you will see that they will say, okay, the schools are closed. Or maybe if it's not that bad that they can plow the snow, plow the roads, and put salt on the road and all that, they will give like 2 hours or 4 hours and there will still be school. Or they will do online schools. The children will do online. They give computers to the children online, so that they will get education. And guess who is responsible for all that? Ministry of Education is the one providing all that computer. It's like during the COVID time when the student had to go get computers and the teachers were teaching them from home, because with the no contact. No contact. Now, President Tinubu now, they go promise people scholarship. Nigeria can afford it. Pay your teachers. Pay your teachers, President Tinubu. You can afford it. The government can afford it. But pay your teachers so that our own children, our Nigerian children, can go to school and still acquire that basic education. They can still from their teachers. Because they say if you don't use it, you lose it. It's just sad. It is just sad. The way that this our leaders, our Nigerian leaders, Yeah, leaders don't know what to call them. No, to the way we call them finish. The way they are treating the citizens. But they will not treat their family like that. Look at Yaya Bello now. There, it was in the news. When was that? I saw that yesterday. That if it's true, but I saw it in one of the blogs that Yaya Bello allegedly want to go to the abroad for medical checkup, for medical treatment or medical checkup or for physical, and somebody had said that he should go to the 5-star hospital. The, what do they call it now? They call it one kind of very sophisticated name that he built in Kogi State with the trillions of naira that they said he allegedly. Somebody told him, he said, you can go to that 5-star mega hospital you built in your state, in Kogi State, while you were the governor. Go over there and get the treatment that you required, that you build this hospital for themselves. But our African leaders don't get shit. They are so shameless. They are so shameless that they still come to these hospitals, eh? The funniest part of it is that you come to this hospital, you see that it is your citizens that are working in these hospitals. Your citizens. And you'll be saying, oh, I'm proud of you. Oh, you're making Nigeria proud. Shut up! You're making which Nigeria proud? You're making which Nigeria proud? If you say they be armed robbers, they call it, you go tell they say that they make Nigeria proud. They came, they fought for themselves, and they conquered for themselves without you Nigerians government help. So it's very saddened when you see that things you know that Nigeria can provide for its citizens, the things that Nigerians can afford for its people, you know, somebody go just acquire the money. See another thing I saw yesterday now. No, that is being shared. It's being shared everywhere. Bags of rotten money. Bags of rotten naira. I'm not even talking of the container of rotten naira that people, even the warehouse somewhere in the north of rotten naira. The cars in Sokoto, was it Sokoto? Somebody had corrected me in one of the videos that I made. In Sokoto, you see, they were like up to 20 V-boots. V-boot of those days, those Mercedes V-boot that we call V-boot. Brand new. All dusty. How many can you drive? You steal this money to acquire those ways, to buy cars. You are using those money to enrich those countries that you go patronize, they buy Mercedes. I bet you all that 20, I counted more than 20. I counted 21. I bet you that 21, let's assume it's 21. V-boot, brand new, that was shipped in from Germany. That money went into their economy. You just empowered somebody in another country. And you'll be saying that you put the other money in your pocket. Use that one as decoration, as part of the furniture of your compound. Because you are buying all these cars and you are putting them in your compound. They are furniture. They are furniture that will not appreciate. They will continue to depreciate because in 6 months, they will make another car. In 6 months, another car will be made. So me, I don't understand why our leaders, they travel. They are well traveled. They are well educated. They are well enlightened. They travel, they see these things that these government leaders created, they made, they passed bills to ensure that their citizens have these things. Then they will not travel from Africa and come to these countries and want to enjoy it. The money that they would have used to do those things for their people so that they too will enjoy the services of that infrastructure, hospitals, paying your teachers. Because the foundation of every human being, a good foundation, whether you are a professor, you are an architect, you are an engineer, you are a lawyer, you are a doctor, whatever you are in this world, your foundation was your elementary teacher. Your foundation came from your elementary or kindergarten, came from a teacher, a somebody that nurtured you, rather get that basic knowledge, that basic small education. They want a situation where they want to be in charge. They want, from the east, the Igbo man that married that beautiful girl, what's his name again? I can't remember his name now. That even said in his grave, he's controlling his widow from the grave, that the widow, if the widow wants to go and marry, they should take everything away from her. It's just a common thing that our leaders do. It's a common idea that they all have. They still want to control our children from the grave. Ancestors that are supposed to be resting, but no, they don't want to rest as ancestors. They want to be controlling from their grave, from their darkness, the darkness that they are entering. You see, President Tinubu, that's why Nigerians are angry. It's not the scholarship that you get that is driving them crazy. It's productive. The only people that benefit from the government are the same people that are leading us. They benefit from, because they get all the money they borrow, whatever taxes money they collect, they still invest those money into themselves. They still invest those money into themselves. Because Wike cannot tell me why his son, that have never worked for Nigeria, that have not contributed anything meaningful to Nigeria, will be allocated $2.3 billion. Not naira, $2.3 billion, I mean $1 million landed property. Why? Those are the questions we should be. And he no pay salaries. Children are sitting at home. I don't know why those women no naked come out for night, naked for the street of Abuja. They swear for Wike. They swear for Wike and his family and anybody that is responsible for not paying those teachers, for having those children stay at home for 90 days. Therefore, so our foremothers, I will call them our ancestors, grandmothers. That's the way they said they used to operate now. They will quickly adjust and make sure the things are done rightly. Maybe that kind of system should be introduced to Nigeria again. Honestly, maybe that kind of system should be introduced back to the government of Nigeria, in a situation where the leaders are not doing well. The women will come out naked. They will announce. So they said they used to announce now. Women are coming out. Oh, women are going to come out. Yeah, that's how it was back in the days. That women are going to come out. Oh, if you don't, then all the men will enter house. The women will come out and they will swear. And things used to work well back then in Nigeria. Maybe the women need to introduce that back into the system. Because there's something harsh needs to be done to these people for them to sit upright, to know that that the Nigerian system must work. All of us want Nigerian system to work. Everybody wants the Nigerian system to work. President Tinubu did not create this. I mean, it's been oncoming. You know, it's not the only one that created this. It's not the only one that created this. It's been oncoming. That is the more reason why something drastic has to be done, so that anybody that wants to come and serve the people, because if you are a president, you are a governor, whatever you do, whoever you think you are actually serving the people. So you will understand your role in that office, in that governmental role that you have been allocated. So you will understand that this is my role. This is what I'm supposed to play in these 4 years. Instead, now to come to stop the salaries of our teachers and go about giving scholarship to. Why don't you give scholarships to Nigerians? to study in Nigeria. Because back in the days, they gave scholarship to Nigeria that studied in Nigeria. Dr. Bati said that. Dr. Bati is one of the product of such scholarship. And a lot of people, I think one of the governors in his old now ex-governor, came out and said the same thing, that they benefited. There's another one from the northern part. He came out and said the same thing, that they benefited from the Nigeria. When Nigeria was Nigeria, they benefited. They gained, they benefited. As students, they enjoyed Nigeria as students because they went to school free. The government paid for them, and they didn't have to stress. Their parents didn't have to stress to say, oh, how are we going to manage to pay your school fees or send food to you at school? The Nigeria government, as you are giving scholarship, as you have decided you are going to be, you want to strengthen the whatever is called with other nations, you want to be giving them scholarship, your relationship with other countries, you want to introduce back exchange programs, with other countries. Also have your children, your citizens in mind, that they too, not just your children, that the children of the rich, the poor masses, that they too, they want to go to school. They want to be better people like those people you are bringing to come and study in Nigeria. Which public university you won't even send them to serve? This is so shameful. Please share as you're joining. Continue to share for me. Please share and subscribe. Share and subscribe. Please share and subscribe. Share and subscribe, please. Share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and subscribe. Share, please. My name is Patience. I'm talking about this scholarship that President Tinubu gave to St. Lucia. And some people are not very happy. Some people are not really happy about this scholarship, and Nigerians are complaining bitterly. They want Tinubu to also consider the Nigeria children. They want Tinubu to also consider the Nigeria children. They want Tinubu to consider the Nigeria children, give scholarship to Nigerians as well. Give scholarships to Nigeria children as well, and encourage Nigerians, those ones that are going to private school, give them scholarships, since you cannot revive public school. And Nigerians are saying revive public schools, because a lot of people in Nigeria, both the president, almost those days, there was nothing like private university or private elementary school or private university. Every school that everybody went to in Nigeria, they were all public schools. They were all public schools. So please join for me. They were all public schools. So that's the reason why a lot of Nigerians now are saying that President Tinubu, you are offering scholarship to these people, you should also offer scholarship to Nigerians. Please share for me. Share and subscribe. Share and subscribe. Subscribe. My name is Patience. I'm streaming from the US. As you're joining, like, share, and subscribe. So yeah, people are saying, President Tinubu, you are giving scholarship, revamp the public school. Revamp the public schools. The public schools need to be in good standard, in great standard, like other schools. Revamp the public schools, President Tinubu. That's what they are saying. They want you to revamp the public schools in Nigeria, not just because you want to show to the other part of the world that Nigeria is capable. Nigeria is capable. Then you would not, you would just be giving scholarship. Yeah, I don't understand how these Nigeria people they think. Oh, I just don't understand how these our people they think. If you know say you won't give scholarship to people, or you know say you won't make Nigerian children they go school, they manage till they go school as they go school, they pay the teachers. Pay teachers. Pay the teachers. Pay teachers. Give Nigerian students scholarships to go to school in Nigeria. They don't have to go to the abroad to go to get scholarship to come to the abroad, because this same abroad gives scholarships to Nigerians, international students. I'm not even talking of Nigerian students that are already citizens of these various countries. You know? And what that pains me the most is when they come to these countries and they see Nigerians in good places, in these hospitals, nurses, doctors, pharmacists, name it, radiologists, specialists, cardiologists, and so on and so forth. They go, oh, I'm proud of you. You make Nigeria proud. You make Nigeria proud. Now some of them went to school in the abroad on that country's scholarship. Some went to school, the hospital probably that they are working, they got sponsored by that hospital, and they will sign a contract to work for that hospital maybe for 1 year, 2 years, or 5 years, so that the hospital will know that they have used their services. Though they will still be getting paid, though, don't get me wrong. It's not that they are working for free. No. They will still be getting paid. They will still be getting paid their salary, their hourly pay, or whatever they are getting paid. But they will sign out to leave the hospital for maybe 1 year, 2 years, depending on how the contract, whatever the contract reads. Why would Nigerian government do that? Train people in Nigeria, give them scholarship in Nigeria, not going to the abroad to offer scholarship to people that after they study they will leave. That was what Abati said. Dr. Abati of the Arise News said that those people that came from South Africa, Switzerland, and Germany, and some other Africa country nations that he mentioned, he said when they were in the University of Calabar under Nigeria scholarship, they were getting stipends, they were getting everything, and they were even dating Nigerian girls. Dr. Abati, he said that was what really pained them. You come to eat Nigerian food, eat Nigerian house, everything Nigeria, you see they date our guests. But he said as soon as they were done, they wanted to go back to their country, to go take positions in their country. But what of Nigerians in the diaspora that are getting that got schooled, that was schooled in let's say, let me use US for example, that schooled in the US, they got scholarship here and everything. When they finish, they don't go back to Nigeria. They stay back and they render their services to the US. They give their services back to the system. You can't find that. So maybe this is eye-opening for Nigerians and Tinubu to understand the fact that giving scholarship is not a bad thing. I'm not saying that him giving that scholarship to St. Lucia student is a bad thing. I never said that, and I will not say that. But charity, they say, begins at home. Start with your own house. Build your people. Build your people. Empower your people. Educate your people. Educate your elementary children. Have them get good basic education. Make sure they are well trained, they are well prepared. Not 1 month in school, there's 6 months or 90 days is 3 months at home. Tell me, how will a child like that learn? How will a child like that learn? If you want to privatize education in Nigeria, just privatize it so that everybody will know now that education, if you don't have money, your child will not go to school in Nigeria. Because the only way you can get basic education, good education, is from private schools. Because even the public schools now that we are all saying, Tinubu, fees, pay the teachers. The public schools, you go there, they don't have toilets, they don't have chairs. No toilet, no roof. In some places, no roof. No roof. Then they say Nigerians, they complain. Why would they not complain? Why would Nigerians not complain? Please share this video for me as they join. As you're joining, share. I'm talking about this scholarship that Tinubu gave to. I know it's been 2 days. People have been talking about it. I just want to, share my own view, my own opinion. I just want you all to know about what I think, what I feel, and what the Nigeria government are doing wrong. What they are doing wrong, and they are going out there to make, they want the world to think that they are good by extending hand of scholarship to other countries. Even if you are saying that say LUCIA and us, we have common ancestors. We have common ancestors. Now our brothers. Now our people. Now our brothers and sisters. The one you are seeing that you are living with, fix them first. Fix them. Don't go there and because of the royal welcome they gave you, you want to go there because you want something for yourself privately, or you want something for you, because these are our leaders. That's what they do when they go to the abroad. It's a lot of them, allegedly. A lot of them, they own island somewhere. With the money that they are supposed to. Somebody is collecting that money for that, the salaries of those children. Those children that have been home for 90 days. Somebody is collecting that money. And that should be investigated. How can you sit on somebody's salary? Public schools. When you 70,000 naira, you just sit on that money, collect the money, eat the money, because you feel that those people cannot, or they won't be able to say or do anything to you. In federal capital, Nigeria, Abuja. In federal capital. They will be saying Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that. Those governments should be ashamed of themselves sometimes. And I did say I want to talk about the tax also, but I know I didn't put it there. The tax reform that Tinubu did. You know how? Because I think this tax reform is going to benefit. This is something I'm going to say he did very well. I give him kudos, and the way people that really know about Nigeria taxes are, they are analyzing it, and they say this is the best thing that the president have done so far. They said this tax reform is one of the best things that the president have done so far. I mean, because one, listen to me before you buy my enemy. He said they are saying that you know how they used to collect this VAT here, pay pure water tax, pay store tax, pay this one tax, pay that one tax, that it has been all put together into one program. That if you are paying tax, just like we have income tax in the US, right? We have property tax. If you are paying your property tax, you pay for your land, and the house. That everything is property tax. But Nigeria now, they go say pay for pure water, pay for store, pay for the key tax, pay for the property, the things you have inside the store. Their taxes are just too numerous. They will tell you this is different from this one. So they said President Tinubu have brought everything in, like under one. So it's going to benefit. What people are saying now is that tax reform that he did in Nigeria is going to benefit small businesses. And the people that they said, if you don't make up to 100 million in a year, it's like tax free. Just like during President Trump's tenure, when he actually eliminated taxes for small businesses, except they make above certain amount, they provide certain benefit like insurance, and some other things for small businesses. So that is one. Another person was saying that this is what my understanding. Please correct me. I'm not a tax expert. I have not claimed to be one. I'm just saying what I read out there. Another person was saying that the only people that might suffer this are the billionaires. And the billionaires, of course, now go talk say, because all this time they have been collecting from the poor people and giving to the rich in Nigeria. I'm not talking about here in the US. You see all these last men, they will come yank your car plate number. I mean, your city. They will yank your plate number. A woman that they will throw their things away and say they have not paid taxes. Somebody when not get food to eat. So with this new tax reform, just that there should be campaign, that these people will understand that those things don't work anymore. Another thing that they are saying about it, that we still cause a little thing. Not in Nigeria, anything in Nigeria, they want to reform something. People don't like change, but one thing they should understand, that change is constant. Change is constant. They should have somebody that knows the in and out of this tax reform to explain it to the common masses, so that those people that are coming to say, come and pay this VAT, come and pay this, come and send for to those market women that don't make up to 100 million a year, so that those old people will know that they are not supposed to be paying those taxes anymore, because somebody is just so weird collecting these monies and putting those monies in their pockets. That is what they should have. I think I might have to study this thing very well, this Tinubu tax reform. Keep explaining to Nigerians until it gets to that market woman that will understand. Tinubu said do not pay tax anymore. Do not pay to that local government man that will come and lock your store and say you didn't pay this because you are not making up to 100 million. The only time you pay is when you make up to 100 million naira. So you see, that is the reason why I am praising Tinubu on this one. When, like I said, when he does something good, because when you applaud a good leader, or you applaud a leader for doing one good thing, the next thing you want to do is also to please the people, so that the people will continue to say, he has done this one again. This one, when he do, is very good. Please like and share. Please like. So please like and share. But when you especially these Tinubu taxes, we need to share it to those market women, that those agberos, those last men, those local government touts are going to oppress and collect money from them. They should understand now that they are not supposed to be paying tax. Another thing that looks like it's going to be an interest, because everything is going to be electronically done. So even you, when you are paying tax, you that maybe might still fall into some kind of tax bracket, you are supposed to go to a certain place and pay that money electronically, and that money will go to government. That money will not pass anybody's hands anymore. But another problem, not saying we took care of these problems for Nigeria. The problem is that will that money be utilized properly for the people, or will that money fall into a few hands? Those are the things. if to say we have my life, they do reconnect. You know, we pray and hope one day that the system, the only problem a lot of us have in Nigeria is the system. The system. If only the system will be reformed so that everybody will know their place. You will know your place. You don't pay money to an individual. You are paying money to the government directly. You will find out that everything that we're saying, oh, no good road or no good hospitals, Nigeria will be able to use those monies to provide basic infrastructures, basic amenities, healthcare. Everything will work well for the people. Look at Rwanda now. Rwanda, that everybody said at a point at one time that Rwanda, if you go to Rwanda, it's all private schools. Now people are teaching those private schools going to public schools, because they say that if you see Rwanda public schools now, the government have revamped those public schools. They are paying the teachers well. They have the teachers well trained, because they know that those teachers are training the leaders of tomorrow, the leaders of 100 years to come. They know that those teachers, that Rwanda has just revamped their education systems, that the people are not dumping the private schools for public schools. They know that those schools are the ones that will carry their country to a greater heights tomorrow. That is the reason why when you see bloggers, you see people coming online to criticize the government, they are doing that because they want Nigeria to be better. So that tax reform that President Tinubu did, it will be great if they have somebody, not somebody that will be on TV speaking big grammar. The market woman don't understand that. The market woman does not understand the big grammar of tax reform. Break it down, analyze it, tell them who needs to pay tax and who doesn't need to pay tax. We might need to understand it right now. The market woman is not supposed to pay any tax because they don't make up to 100 million. They do not make up to 100 million. Please, as you're joining, share and like. They don't make up to 100 million. You know, so as we're talking about this, let me go back to where I started from. This live stream started from me talking about Tinubu, you know, giving St. Lucia scholarship. It is not a bad idea to give scholarship. Other countries, now if you go on social media, you will see where people are clamoring for other governments, other countries are asking people to come to their country for scholarship, for school, for scholarship. Some of these universities are free. You know, go and even list, you go on Google or you put schools in Europe or schools in Germany or US. There was this guy that posted 5 universities in the US. Me, every day I don't even see those schools there. Even Harvard day, even these Ivy League schools, they are there that give scholarship to international students. So it's not that it's a bad thing what Tinubu did or what he's doing, what he planned on doing. It's not that it's bad, no. But the fact still remains is that fix your home, fix your house first. Give your own people scholarship. You know, this guy posted like 5 universities or 7 of them in the US that give international students, people that are not even in the US, giving them scholarship to come and study in the US. And I was going through this thing there. In fact, One of my sons did with the computer thing online one time, and they have it posted also for online for free. Harvard. You know, artificial intelligence. All you need to do is just sign up for the program. It is free. Maybe I need to vlog about that, go live on that, I educate people more so that they can do that this summer. You don't have to come to the US to do that. Just be in your country, your native country, and go onto their admissions or to the school website and look it up. And they are paying somebody that is teaching you, that is going to guide you through that program, which is free. You know, and you getting it, that means you are getting it under a scholarship. You getting that education that Harvard is offering to you for free. You are on the scholarship for that school, and guess who is sponsoring that? The US government. You know, so, but as the US government is doing that, he's taking care of his people. He's taking care of his citizens. That is what Nigeria is not doing. That is why a lot of people are living like, children go there for 90 days, they go give scholarship. It doesn't make sense to anybody. It does not make sense to anybody. It doesn't make sense to even Tinubu that is doing that himself. You know, I'm not sure that it made sense to him. I'm not sure that it makes sense to him. Please share this video for me and like. They give scholarship when the leader of St. Lucia or somebody, that one that was talking, local government, Lagos State is the population is more than that. Ask Tinubu that. Tinubu, you are coming from Abuja. You are coming from Abuja. What is going on with the children there not being in school? And you are telling our own children to come and join those children not to go to school? So is there no journalist there? That is why I like this whole journalists that ask hard questions. The job like all these our Nigerian journalists, they just say I'm a journalist. Which kind of journalist you be where you cannot ask hard questions? You cannot come out to ask genuine, real life story, what people are going through. You can't ask questions. Ask President Tinubu, Alhaji President Tinubu, you are in Abuja. That is where your apartment, that is where you live. That is where you told us that now the electricity in your apartment is above 200 or 300, how many million of naira that you want with Nigeria should pay for the solar system for you. You are in Abuja, right? You are renting an apartment in a White House, Aso Rock. So you are there. Have you not heard that our children, you are the president, you are the leader of all. Have you not heard that our children have not been to school for 90 days? Because the teachers have not been paid. And now you are telling our own children in St. Lucia that are going to school, they are not home, they are going to school. Are you not telling them to come and join your own children to stay at home for 90 days without going to school? These are the common basic questions that a journalist in that St. Lucia should have asked President Tinubu. Let us hear the reply. You see, black man, I will be our own problem. I bet you to say Oyibo did here that day if I ask President Tinubu. No, to be sincere, we need to call ourselves out. We need to call ourselves out. If to say now Oyibo man did here that day, he will ask President Tinubu, now that you are asking our children to come to Nigeria and school, your own children, your school system is closed. It's been closed for 90 days. Do you want them to come and stay closed in Nigeria? A white journalist would have asked President Tinubu those questions. But all those journalists, they are black people. They could not open their mouth to ask honest question. Just a simple question that would have made him to sit up when he go back to Nigeria, because he would have made promises that day. Sometimes when you ask leaders those kinds of hardcore questions, When they go back to where they are coming from, they will sit up. They will sit up and go and do the right thing for their people. They will sit up and go do the right thing for their citizens. That is why you ask as a journalist. But none of those journalists, even the ones, of course, the ones that went with President Tinubu will not ask those questions. But those journalists in St. Lucia, why did one of you not ask Tinubu that question? Because if that man knows say that the population in Etinosa is more than their whole country population, so that means they follow Nigerian news. They follow Nigeria updates. Everything that is going on in Nigeria, they follow it. So they should have asked. He should have asked President Tinubu. He should have asked. You see, when sometimes when they talk, it will be like say we too talk or we like to talk. It's not that we like to talk or we too talk. We are just trying to point out the flaws, the mistakes, and the things that our leaders need to fix. That is why you have critics. I see myself as a critic. I critique you on things that you are supposed to do. I'm not critiquing you because I feel that, oh, you are such a bad person, you are this, or you are... No. I want you to fix your mistakes. If somebody had asked President Tinubu that day, trust me, by now, maybe more than... It would have made an announcement. It would have come out and probably right from that St. Lucia, he would have called a press conference instructing the Minister of Education to make sure that every school, every public school, I'm not talking about private school, every public school teacher that is being owned, if you are owed any salary, should be paid. And the renovations for all public schools in Nigeria should get started immediately. Maybe we need to continue to disgrace them like that. Somebody needs to continue to ask these questions, these strong questions, these hardcore questions. Ask our leaders. Let us see how they will defend themselves publicly in a foreign soil, publicly in a foreign land, that they will take their children to come and go to school. Please share this video as you join me. Share and like. At a point, I had like 20 people watching me, listening to me. Please, as you're joining, like, because when you like, you are actually telling the algorithm that, that I'm live, so that they can share it to people that will want to hear what I want to say. Because this thing is not, I know say we all like gossip. This is true life. And this one way or the other affects our children, for those of us that our children are in Africa, in one way or the other affects our children. Share, like, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you are going to be watching this, because I'll try and upload it to my Facebook. Say Facebook is, I don't know what they do, Mark, Mr. Zuckerberg, Mr. Mark, Zulu. I don't know what they do, Mark. These days, if you do live on Facebook, we tell you only have 90 days, I'll be 30 days. If you don't download that live video, he will remove it. He will delete it himself. Yeah. He will delete it. So that's why you see now that a lot of people don't do live on Facebook anymore. No live video on Facebook anymore. Please share this video for me. Share. Share this video. If it's just the one that even affects the market women, for them to be paying, for them not to be paying taxes. Like I said, I'm going to study that aspect very well. Bring it to so that we understand what that Tinubu tax reform entails. Please share this video whenever you're going to watch it. Share and subscribe. My name is Patience, and this is Patience Vlogs. God bless you all of you that have joined me, that have subscribed. God bless you all, and I hope to. I'll be live no, tomorrow I'm working. I don't think maybe if I'm going to come live tomorrow, it will be later at night time. You that is just joining me, please like and share this live. Just hit that like button. Just give me a thumbs up, please. It's not going to take anything away from you. There was one time I had like almost 50 people watching me at the same time. Just give me just thumbs up, please. I beg you in God's name, just thumbs up. Hit that like button for me. And I've been on now for an hour 30 minutes. I've been on now for an hour 30 minutes. I don't always like for my videos to be too long, because I want you to be able to use your data. For those people that are out of the US, I want you to be able to use your data to watch it to the end, so that you understand the importance and get something very. I don't just come live to come gossip. I come to bring up very important things, because everything I've talked about on this the Tinubu scholarship is something that every Nigerian needs to hear. It's something that the leaders need to hear. It's very important. I can't go back and start the live all over again. No, just go back and watch this video and share it. You will see that everything that I had said on this video is very important. It's very important. Please share and give me a thumbs up, please. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. And thank you for joining me. My name is Patience again, and God bless you. Have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, right? I'll be Wednesday, sir. Have a wonderful week. God bless you. So I'm going to end this live now, because it's almost 1 hour 40 minutes. Yeah, thank you for watching, and God bless. Like and share. Share it while you are watching this video, please. Like and share. God bless you.